Summer drawing to a close here in the southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry is a Falcon for the man coming home to Georgia, Todd Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1. It's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He's across.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
1.
Try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it fourth down.
For the Falcons.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. It's just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football first and 10.
Their own 24-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 24. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The Seahawk ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run the counter. Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw was a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And Jones is hit. He lost the football. Of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On 2nd down, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Double team, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. There's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Wilson. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. For the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away. Up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
To Todd Gurley.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now left side of the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
They're set on the return. Touchdown, Seattle. A 77-yard punt return. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. So that is how we get our first points here in quarter number 2 on the punt return.
Both teams were seeking the momentum that comes from the first score of the game. But when it comes on a special teams play, a punt return, I think that's extra momentum. And now I wonder if they just roll it forward and maybe don't just kick the extra point.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out.
Someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now on second down, this is good. It's loose, and the Seahawks have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 from the 20. 13-yard line.
Wilson on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
This is similar to baseball where you want the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Michael Dixon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
They run it with Carson, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Chris Carson, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, they'll get this good ball for the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to go for it all. And this will be caught by Metcalf. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 43 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here. But you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 10.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They run. It's good. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Carson, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Well, look to find another down, right?
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, look your games at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to break that in a second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this home. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Second and 10 now, Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, Ryan. And they set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run again with Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. And they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty.
Touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right, other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get.
He's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 75 yards, and the Falcons cut into that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for them.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Carson, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
That is a punter with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone. Tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Here's Ryan. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Rashad Penny on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The pickup of 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. It's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
The end result, 21 yards. Now it's Carson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brought down by
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Flushed out right. Big loss here as he's taken down. Ted McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job timeout, got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Ryan down around the goal line. A slant to Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's Gurley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This defense, of course, well aware of what Todd Gurley can do from his days in the NFC West. They had to game plan ways to stop him for 5 years as a member of the St. Louis and then later the L.A. Rams. Gurley again here on first down. And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
1-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's brought down, getting this one out to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. It's a yard short. Nice pickup. 9 yards on first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. It's Ryan. Got his tight end. It's Jaden Graham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. He's got the first down inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
But we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw again is Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Another carry now for Gurley. He's got a first down, much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
There's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career, and I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
At the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
And inches at the 5-yard line.
Now Edo Smith, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's another.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4.
Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for second and goal.
Second and goal.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now it's Ryan. He's got it. The conversion good. We are tied in the 4th.
Sterling Bachrick there to kick off for the Falcons.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
At the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
There's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
Yard attempt.
That's running out of steam. Won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And hustling in there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. Taken in here to start this drive. three tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
The tackle made.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
At the 27.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Ryan. The throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, I just score the touchdown and seal this thing.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Darquez Denard brought him down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Third down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The pass is underneath for Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. 12. From the shotgun, Wilson.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Wilson's pass.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 50-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from the arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Wilson.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a first-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season and has finally found his way in the league. Last year in Los Angeles with the Rams, had a career-high 11.5 sacks. That's why Atlanta got him in the offseason. They needed to boost their pass rush, and he's the guy to get it done.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
On downs.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.